I'm a fake ass bitch. I'm a fake ass bitch.
Eviction. Blair went 6-1. Woohoo! Great. Amazing. I don't even give a fuck who the one extra vote is at this point because I'm pretty sure it's somebody who's just trying to cause problems or just want to cause some confusion. Whatever. Don't care.
In this last vote, I just wanted to side with the majority again, and so I did, and I voted for Blair, and everybody, literally everybody told me beforehand that they were voting for Blair. One person lied. Patrick and I think that it was probably Jason, and I think it was Jason, but I don't have any proof of that. Whoever decided to vote, be that one vote for Sam, is just trying to stir the pot and probably make it look like it was me, or, you know, make it at least get Sam thinking, ooh, there's somebody still left in the game that wants me out, when I don't really think that's the case. Katie straight up told me, she's like, I thought it was you. And it wasn't.
Me and Sam talked quite extensively, basically about how to get the numbers for her to stay. She immediately got called away to go have a one-on-one or two-on-one conversation with Kirsten and Ryan. When she came back from her conversation, she let me know that they definitely once again tried to throw out the idea to her that me and Katie were a pair and that we couldn't be trusted, and that we tried to vote her out at the first eviction.
So I know I'm all up in here looking like a mess right now, but it's because we need to talk specifically about this saboteur post. Now, it's on the board about some big, huge secret alliance between Jermaine, myself, Mike, and Willie, and how we are dead set on getting Sam out. And you know what's dangerous about that post is that there are bits of truth in it. Yes, I am going to do it with Jermaine. Ain't no way anybody should know that. But yeah, it's happening. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Willie and Mike are working together. Again, not overly common knowledge. But no, I'm not dead set on getting Sam out. Yeah, Willie was. But there's no vengeance to be had. I voted for Sam to stay twice now. And I'm friends with her. I don't think she'd put me up. I don't want Sam gone anymore. I did it the first week, yeah, and I told Willie that I'd go along with him. But you know what? Girls got to do what a girl's got to do. After that Sab post, I 1,000% had to vote to keep Sam.
The intention of the message was pretty obvious. They wanted people to think that Sam was close with the saboteur so she could go out the door. Nice try, didn't happen. I did have to let Willie know that I was voting to keep Sam because I felt like he did at least need to know where I stood with the vote. And he reacted quite irrationally to it. He said, you know, that, hey, Blair just wants to make jury. And I said, I don't think it's fair that Blair gets to make jury over Sam when I feel like Sam has definitely worked her ass off in this game. She has gone through a lot in the 2 weeks that we've done this so far. I don't feel right voting for her. And I'd rather have her sitting on jury as opposed to Blair, because I feel like Blair hasn't really paid full attention to the game. You don't want somebody on the jury who didn't even pay attention to the game to determine a winner. After the vote, Willie basically didn't respond to me or talk to me at all.
I think I'm in a position now where I'm in trouble. Like, with with Ryan and Kirsten throwing us under the bus to Sam, I think that showed that we might, like, at least me, because, like, Sam's talking to you about it, but, like, a target, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I don't want that. So I can't have them win. Jermaine, I think we got to go for this.
Oh, my gosh, I have to. I'm so freaking nervous. I'm like, with that stupid saboteur post, I mean,
what the fuck? Like, okay, yeah, you and I are close, but everybody knew that, but they made it sound like we're close with Willie and Mike, which, like, there's no 4-person alliance. Like, I don't get it. So, but now it looks like there is. But you know what? I think people are going to use this as an excuse now to target me, because that's what it did. It put a huge target on my back. I think it also exposed who potentially is the saboteur, because there's almost no way it ain't Kirsten or Ryan or Jason now. So I'm pissed. You can probably tell. Pissed that I get targeted out of nowhere when clearly Kirsten and Ryan are running the house. They're flipping votes. They went to Sam after the Sab post and exposed Jermaine and I about how we were going to vote her out in the first week. But I will remind you, I didn't. The vote was 8-0. You couldn't even argue that I voted in her name. I think I need to try and win this HOH. I'm a little nervous because spinny things, not my forte. But Jermaine and I have to win because I think we're seriously being targeted right now. Jason said it would be fishy for someone to put us up. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the Sab is gunning for us. But the Sab isn't going to win HOH and put us up. It just means that Jason is naive, which I'm not surprised after the conversation I had with him. And Jermaine shared conversations he had with Jason, and this kid contradicts himself, says confusing things, doesn't talk game with anyone, and then complains that nobody talks game with him. Maybe he's just talking game to Kirsten and Ryan, because I'm pretty sure those three have something. I need to calm myself down. That's all. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. I got nothing else.
Tonight was perfect. I literally have one more saboteur task to complete, and then I'm done. I am done being the Sab. And I mean, I'm gonna kind of miss it because it's just so much fun because nobody knows it's me. But I'm still gonna kind of miss it because it's so much fun. I completed the minority. Sam is still here. And I didn't think she was going to be, but I'm a fake ass bitch. I'm a fake ass bitch. I'm a fake ass bitch. It's endurance, and endurance is my favorite. But I've literally aligned with the entire house, so even if I did want to win it, the fact of the matter is I probably shouldn't. One more task.
My own suspicions of who the saboteur might be have been growing, and you know, I've been asking people what they think and kind of putting it out there that, you know, I feel like, you know, Jason had this stupid theory about the cards and the envelopes, and he's like asking me all sorts of questions about what mine said, and I was like, I don't know, it said I wasn't HOH. Like, you're barking up a stupid tree, go away. And Jason and I don't really click well. That's fine. Whoever the saboteur is, and I've been telling people this, had to have been the saboteur prior to the game starting. Like, they were recruited to be the saboteur, and it's gonna be somebody active. It's like, that's their cover at the beginning. Like, if I'm coming into this as the saboteur, which I know I'm not, I would be active and friendly, and that, you know, and just like the combination of that, what I would do mixed with the feelings I get when I talk to certain people, I think it's Katie. But I've also had suspicions about Jermaine. And then this saboteur post saying the four of us and putting our pictures up there. And I just got the immediate impression that the saboteur, you know, fueled a little bit by my own suspicions of Katie and Jermaine up to that point, that the saboteur is one of those two and is hiding in plain sight.
I've talked to Mike more extensively now because with this HOH competition coming up, there is a very good chance that I'm going to be nominated if I don't win. So I want to make sure that if Mike wins it, he doesn't put me up.
Jermaine and I have some pretty good conversation. I like the guy. He's really social and stuff. And we had this really interesting conversation the other day about how the difference between being social and making friends in these games and not. And he was like, well, you know, I'd like to leave this game with 11 new friends. And I was sort of like, well, I'm good with like 3 or 4. The game is so cutthroat and so manipulative that it's almost better not to get too close to people before you chop them down. I think Patrick's playing a really smart game. Everybody sort of has a really good impression of him. Positive, charming guy, not being threatening. Like he's really sailing through this game pretty smart. If I were to win this next HOH, and I really want to, I think where I'm at in the game right now, it would be very beneficial to be in the position of power and force the rest of the players to have to come to me and give me the opportunity to make at least a deal or two to help keep me off the block the round after. And I think I know who I would put up. I would probably put up Jason and Kirsten, but we'll see. Like I'm going to try really hard to win this one.
Hello, house guests, and welcome to your third Head of Household competition of the season, Spin Right Round. Willie, as outgoing HOH, you are ineligible to compete. Patrick, as he is on his road trip, has opted out of competing in this competition. Here is how you play. Keith will be saying spin at various time intervals. You must spin a complete 360 degrees for every spin Keith says. If you fail to spin 360 degrees before Keith says his next spin, fall down, or voluntarily resign, you will be eliminated from the competition. The last person to remain spinning and standing will be this week's new head of household. We will begin this competition in 3, 2, 1, spin. Spin. You have been spinning for 10 minutes. 5 more to go before we kick it up a notch. Spin. Spin.
Oh my god, I look so crazy to my neighbor.
Says she taps out. Spin. Thank you, Sam. You may leave the Google Hangout.
Okay, I'm out.
Thank you, Kirsten. You may leave the Google Hangout.
Lock.
Spin. You're down to 5. Looks like it was Kirsten who had a lawnmower outside her room. Spin. 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 Uh-oh. We have a puke. We have a puke. Y'all have officially been spinning for an hour and a half.
Oh my god.
Really?
Spin. Spin.
I'm out.
All right, Jason, good job. All right, looks like we are down to 4. Spin. And time. You get a 1-minute break. Congratulations.
God.
We are now going to up the ante even more. We're doing 15 spins a minute, a spin every 4 seconds. Spin. Spin. And time. This is your final 30-second break.
How many spins a second?
I just put my sound on what's happening.
It's 1 spin every 3 seconds, and that's what we're going to stay for the rest of the competition.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Good luck, everybody. Spin. Spin.
I'm out.
All right. Good job, Katie. You get to leave the Google Hangout. Great job. Excellent work. All right, we're down to 3. We're going to start in 5 seconds. Spin.
Hunter, fuck off.
Spin. Spin.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Spin. Spin.
I'm out.
All right, good job, Jermaine. You can leave. Good job. Excellent job. We are down to Mike and Ryan for head of household. Good job, Jermaine. You may leave the Google Hangout. We are down to Mike and Ryan for this week's head of household competition. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1, spin. Spin. Spin.
I'm out.
All right, good job, Ryan, which means congratulations, Mike. You are this week's head of household. Congratulations. I am sorry to everybody about this competition.
I don't even have words right now. Mike won head of household. I'm aligned with every single other person in this goddamn game. And then there's Mike. I have no idea what he's gonna do. I am terrified. Here I am wondering, what is he gonna do? I could be nominated. Ryan could be nominated. Patrick could be nominated. We just don't know what's gonna happen. And I'm so scared. Like, I have work for 9 hours tomorrow and I can't campaign. I'm gonna see if I can go on a Google Hangout with him like later tonight because I literally have no idea what's gonna happen. And I'm so scared. Soon, I guess, I'm gonna go on a call with Keith and discuss my final saboteur task, which, I mean, I'm happy that I'm finally getting that out of the way too and finishing my final one before the twist is over, because that's also like an added stress that I can like get rid of. Like, it was a really fun job, but
now I can get back to being a regular player and not have to worry about like being caught. It'll be nice and it'll be a relief for that.
Hello, hello, Kirsten.
Hi.
You're having a very successful reign as a saboteur. Congratulations on making it to the 3rd week, where you completed your 2 seasonal tasks of voting in the minority and exposing an alliance, and you accomplished your weekly task of gossiping about who the saboteur could be. There is 1 weekly task standing between you and the handsome reward, and should you survive this week's eviction, that handsome reward will be all yours.
Yay. Task number 3, board lockout. Congratulations, you completed the 2nd weekly task of saboteur gossip. You also completed the seasonal tasks of voting in the minority and exposing an alliance. You have completed all of your seasonal tasks and only have 1 weekly task left to complete. Your 3rd and final assignment as the saboteur is to lock people out of the pantry, backyard, and living room boards in the BB Basics Pro Board website. Doing so will create a disadvantage for those you have locked out in an upcoming competition. Because you completed the hard task in week number 1 and the easy task in week number 2, only the medium task is shown below. Lock 7 people out of the backyard, pantry, living room threads for the week. The rules. Select the 7 house guests you would like to be locked out now. House guests will be notified that you have locked them out, but those who have locked out have a disadvantage in the upcoming competition. When ready, state the 7 people you have selected to be sat out of the backyard, pantry, living room threads. After you do so, you'll be done as the saboteur and will successfully complete all your weekly and seasonal tasks. Should you survive the week, the handsome reward is all yours. Okay, so the 7 people I'll be sitting out. Okay, so I'm gonna sit myself out. I'm gonna sit Willie out. I'm gonna sit Mike out. I'm gonna sit Sam out. I'm gonna sit Jermaine out. And I'm gonna sit Katie out. No. Actually, wait, can I change? Yes. Instead of Katie, I'm going to sit Patrick out. So the only people like staying in or being able to view are Ryan and Katie. Oh fuck, I forgot about Jason. I will sit. Oh yikes. Oh my god, this is so stressful. Okay, I want Katie still in it. Do I want Katie to have an advantage? I'll sit Katie out as well. So Jason and Brian are the 2 people that are still in it. So the 7 people I'll be sitting out are myself, Willie, Mike, Sam, Jermaine, Patrick, and Katie.
Congratulations, your reign as a saboteur is done. Shortly, the house guests will be notified of who you have locked out and who you have not.
Hey, Diary Room Confessional Time with Mike. Your new head of household for round 3. Pretty pumped about that. So just won a grueling challenge where we had to spin every time Keith said spin, and at the end that meant every 3 seconds we were spinning, and after 3 hours of that, I finally beat Ryan. Jermaine and Katie and Jason both are all past the 2-hour mark as well. So I knew going into this challenge that I was going to win it because it was a question of endurance, mind over matter. Do I want to win or not? And I had made that determination several days ago that this HOH I needed to win. I wanted to win because didn't feel entirely safe. Had a good connection with Willie, and he straight up told me that he was considering nominating me because of the sentiments of the rest of the house. I think if I didn't win this head of household and maybe 1 or 2 others, I would be getting nominated this round. The other part is that after a couple easy evictions, this is the time to seize control and set the game on a course, on a path that will ultimately end in me winning this thing. And now's the time to kind of nudge it in the right direction. I have not finalized what I'm going to do with my nominations yet. I do want to get some information from people and see what proposals are put out there. But I do think it's interesting that the two people I was probably leaning towards nominating, Jason and Ryan, are both. So with this recent saboteur strike, they are the two that still have access to everything. Huh? How weird is that? So whoever the saboteur is somebody that I have been communicating with. I know that for sure, and I am narrowing down my list of suspects. Clue style. Don't think Kirsten is the saboteur. Obviously, I am not. I don't think Willie is. I don't think Sam is. I think that for me, it's down to either Jermaine or Patrick. A little annoyed by this saboteur action, though, because it has me rethinking things. If I am going to nominate Jason and Ryan, then they have an advantage in the upcoming POV challenge, and so it becomes pretty likely that one of my two nominees, if I choose those two guys, will win POV and be able to take themselves off the block and force me to nominate somebody else. So then, should I just nominate two people that don't have access to that? I don't know, because the two people that I wanted to nominate are Jason and Ryan. I don't know. I'm going to think about it a little bit more.
So we just had the HOH, what's it called, spinning around, like, fuck off.
It was a spinny endurance competition. I am freaking out coming up to this competition because I have serious motion sickness and I didn't want to throw up on camera, but I also didn't want to look super weak and like fall out immediately.
I physically felt that I could pretty much beat anyone in an endurance competition.
I'm a bigger guy, I have this headset, I don't really want HOH, and I don't think I'm going to win. 100% I don't think I'm going to win.
So we start the competition and we have 15 seconds to do a full spin around. So I immediately realized that 15 seconds is a long time. And I sort of go in 3 little steps. So I step a third of the way and I stop, and then I step the second third of the way and I stop, and then I step again and I've come full circle. I found that there were objects that I could look at. So I'd step, look at my mango body rub, step, look at my clock, step, look back at the camera. And this really gets a rhythm going for me. In my head, I'm thinking mango, clock, HOH, mango, clock, HOH. And I'm fine. The 15-second round ends and I'm totally feeling good. I'm thinking, I could win this. I'm not even a little dizzy. Second round, we go down to 10 seconds. And again, I am crushing it. Not even a little bit dizzy. Mango, clock, HOH.
Sam drops. I thought she was going to be good. Kirsten drops. Holy shit, I thought Kirsten would be solid.
We start getting a little quicker.
Then Jason drops after throwing up. Like, holy shit.
Jason threw up during the competition. Glad I didn't see that. Yuck.
I guess when we got to that point where I threw up, I didn't really. I just had to spit in a bag. Kind of did it more for sympathy. And to kind of be like, wow, he threw up. He's still going. Wow. It's not going to work. But I tried. I had to do something.
And it's down to me, Katie, Jermaine, and Mike, and I don't get why Katie and Jermaine are trying this hard, because, fuck, I don't trust them one fucking bit.
Now, I want to do really well here. But once we're down to 4 seconds, I'm starting to feel it. So much so that when I stop spinning during my mango clock HOH, that second I have to rest at HOH, I'm seeing the whole world spin, and I'm starting to get a little dizzy. We drop down to 3 seconds, and there is no stopping. It's just consistent spinning. It's been 2 hours at this point, and my whole confidence thinking, I got this, is gone. No one's dropping. Now, I just wanted to stay in to make sure Ryan didn't win HOH, because I am positive that if Ryan had won HOH, I would have been going up. I just have to stay in longer than Ryan. It's like that old proverb. I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you.
I'm thinking that they're waiting for me to drop so they can just give it to Mike. And the only reason I'm in this competition so long is to make sure Mike doesn't win. Because if Mike wins, me and Kirsten, we're probably fucked.
But I can't handle the dizziness and I fall. I'm out. I lay on my bed. I say I'm out. Big brother asked me to turn off the HOH and I can't even get to the screen to close the Google Hangout. Like, I am dying.
Katie finally dropped, and I was just like, no, Katie! because I wanted her to win this HOH if I didn't win it. About almost 3 hours, I just couldn't take it anymore. I felt my stomach like cramping. I was losing my vision, and I just knew that either I was going to puke all over the place or my spins were going to get so slow that I was going to get disqualified. So I had to drop out.
Jermaine drops, and then it's down to just me and Mike, and I'm like, holy fuck, this was the worst case scenario. While I'm spinning, I'm thinking to myself, I would nominate Mike, and that'd be really shitty because he did so well in this competition, and who would I put him next to? Because going into that HOH, I was good with anyone winning except for Mike.
However, Mike wins HOH, which is actually not so bad for me. Because immediately he tells me, don't relax this girl, you're safe this week. I didn't even ask him about safety. He just gave that to me. And he told Patrick a bunch of people who were safe. Didn't mention Kirsten and Ryan's name. So now I'm thinking potential targets here. I'm feeling really good about this. Not 100% safe because I don't want to go up as some sort of pawn or something this week, but better than normal.
So that was relieving to see like Mike win this, because I spent the past couple of days prior just talking to him, getting to know him.
Mike doesn't really seem that gung-ho to talk to me. We haven't really talked before. You know, it was 3 hours of hell for second place, and now I might end up on the block. I'm actually really defeated. Like, I don't want to go home. First juror, third evicted, like...
I know I'm fucked. I'm going up, 100% sure. And now I gotta try to save my ass, but that's the fun part. That's why I joined. I want to see if I can convince people that, hey, I'm not... you have nothing to fear from me next week.
One person that I could see myself nominating for eviction is Ryan. After last night's challenge, I am definitely scared of the level of determination and intensity that he brings to challenges. And he almost beat me last night. And I think that if he had won, I would be on the block. You know, I've been hearing through the rumor mill that Ryan, Kirsten, and Jason are a little bit of a threesome. So I'm considering nominating Kirsten. Supposedly she's going around telling everybody that this last Saboteur post about the four-way alliance between myself and Jermaine and Katie and Willie, that's true and that's something to be afraid of. Jason would be somebody else that I'm considering nominating. With Jason, it's a little bit more personal. I've reached out to Jason. I have tried to talk to him from the very beginning. He was one of the first people that I attempted to really make contact with and build rapport with. And I just always get this vibe from Jason that he's like, why are you talking to me? Jason went about interrogating me, trying to get to the bottom of who the Saboteur was, about the envelopes and everything. And he was just really rude and aggressive about it. Welcome, house guests, to the nomination ceremony. As head of household, it is my responsibility to nominate 2 house guests for eviction for this round. I will pull the first key. That person is safe. They will pull the next key after that, and so on and so forth. The first person safe tonight has been on the block enough. The first person safe is Sam.
Thank you so much. I don't even know what person safe is for me.
Thank you. The next person that is safe is Katie.
Thank you, Mike. The next person safe is Patrick.
Thank you, Mike. The next person safe is Kirsten.
Thank you, Mike. The final person safe is Willie.
Guys, this means that I have nominated you, Ryan, and you, Jason, for eviction this round. Guys, for both of you, my reason is pretty similar. When I was trying to decide who to nominate for this round, I thought through everybody in the house. I considered everybody. And you were the 2 big question marks for me. You were the 2 people that I don't really know where you stand. And the reason that is because we haven't talked very much. And it really comes down to that. I would say that there are other people that got keys tonight that I don't know if I can trust really well. but I've at least gotten something from them, so I think I know where they stand. With you guys, you're kind of mysteries to me. So beyond that, the only other thing I really want to say is that, Ryan, I feel bad about nominating you after the insane effort you put into that challenge. I've never been in a challenge where somebody has pushed me so far that I thought I was going to throw up or pass out, and you did both. So really, really awesome effort in the challenge. I'm sorry that I have to nominate you in spite of that. But good luck in the POV challenge, and this nomination ceremony is officially adjourned. I've decided to nominate Ryan and Jason, and the big reason is that I don't really know where they stand. They haven't talked to me very much. When everybody else is talking and they're not, it seems like they don't need me. My ideal target would be Ryan. I think that, this round is a waste if Ryan doesn't go home. Jason, I'm not worried about.